was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. In top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. In top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the Cuban chain birthed most of the chains in the game? Why would I?
Pretty and paid. Pretty and paid, ayy. Y'all heard I'm coming. I don't want to clarify. Keep up. Ayy. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. Leave no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sip that'll be when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only come out with a pay till I say. Urge you wanna be. Don't got a whip and rag on no petty. Look, I talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. I'm thinking like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. For you, we not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like it. I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. They do not come for me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it and Rex involved. All they text and calls. Run me that, making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. But I get that daily paper. Stop playing on me. Pap.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them timber.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, but when this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
11, Tommy. 12.
They go play action with Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Allen. He's got it.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. The Bengals, it's 7-3 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now Burrow. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis from 19 yards away. And the Bills have moved out in front. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, You want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here. A long way to go. To throw again on second down. Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
For a team that came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
So after the INT, it's Allen. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first... And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase.
He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 75. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
11.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards. And Burrow going to throw again. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive.
He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 85 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 13. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. I mean, 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
A good running there by Kamara on 1st down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go. 11 empty, 11 empty.
On 2nd down now, it's Ramsey, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ramsey. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
Davis. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
He throws there, incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
In motion comes the tight end left. On first down, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did it in a big way there.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So no touchdown that time, but they do get 3 more, and now they have even more of a cushion.
It's been a terrific first half offensively, so it's hard to blame them for not getting into the end zone there. But the way they've been moving the ball in this one, I don't think these will be their final points of the game.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless he's got a man complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Here we go. Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
11 fumble. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. From 19 yards away. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening. And
this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Diggs. They've got his man complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen finding Knox there, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On play action, Allen. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
1. Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
12.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going deep for Brown. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Coming left is Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen now looks to throw. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gabriel Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
11, MT, take. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, MT, take. 11, MT.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throw.
To get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Here we go. 11, MT, take. 11, MT, take. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. T. Higgins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen. Right side, Davis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
To throw again on second down, Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Allen to throw once more. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
On second and inches, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To the air, Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think?
Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
I'm one. Ready?
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Burrow will throw. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And that last throw puts him over 5,000 yards passing now on the season already. Some rarefied air with numbers like that.
But don't keep the oxygen just for yourself. Pass some over to me, my friend, because given the fact he still has a number of games remaining on the schedule, that number is going to go sky high.
11 mighty.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
11.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it, but the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. But what a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
They'll bring Fitzgerald in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
12.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
11 Thomas.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Alert, alert, alert.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. After the sack on 1st down, Allen rolling to his left. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Burrow on play action. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. So Allen's going to look to throw. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Allen off the play fake. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And again, it's Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Forced out to his left. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
On 2, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it.
He's got a man, complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
11.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that would just about put a capper on this game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A final shot now for Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that.